Welcome back to 1 Minute Monday. I hope you're all doing really well. This week we're comparing two pod kits that are on the market. The first one being the Cygnet Quicklock Pod kit and the second one being the Nash Pocket Pod. Now I class both of these pods as middle of the range pods. The Nash Pocket Pod's 110 quid and the Cygnet Quicklock Pod is 130 quid. So a very, very similar price, right in the middle of the pod market if you like. Obviously you can get them down from 50 quid up to hundreds of pounds. This is probably the most popular sort of monetary area that you're going to be looking at when you're looking to buy a pod. So we're going to have a look at them individually and see which one might suit you better. So firstly, let's take a look at the Cygnet Quicklock Pod kit. As you can see, it's quite small. Comes in this sort of little black case, so when it's packed away, it's all neat and tidy and all together. And out of the bag, it's absolutely minuscule. It's minute. It's quite cute actually. It's very, very small, and that's just for the pack down size. Obviously you could fish it that short if you wanted to, but I'm not sure what you get on it. The middle bar simply twists like so, and then extends out to whatever sort of range you want it to fit on the longer rods. And it can extend in that way because it's got two separate extension tubes inbuilt into one big one. And then when you tighten the actual locks down, like so, it's quite a solid, sturdy little pod, so top marks for that. Included in the pod, you get everything that you see here. So you get the actual pod base itself, you get two separate 6-inch bank sticks, and then you get two fixed 3-rod buzz bars as well. Now the legs are actually 6-inch bank sticks as well, so if you wanted to, you could change out those for longer ones. So you could extend the front up like so if you wanted to, or just have the whole pod higher off the ground. Now, as the name suggests, it is a really quick pod to set up, so I've taken it apart just to show you how quick and easy it is. First thing you're going to do, you're going to take the base unit out of the bag itself, simply pull the legs out and they lock into place like so. There's your pod base done. You're going to take your little bank stick, screw it on to your buzz bar like so. That one slots in, tightens up. Same with the other one, screw it in, slot that in, tighten up that screw, undo that a little bit, and you're good to go. So really, really quick to set up. I really like that about this pod. If you're in a rush, or if you're the type of angler that doesn't like to faff around too much, this could be the right pod for you. Again, it seems really stable on the ground. To me, the legs don't quite fold out far enough. It'd be nice if there was a couple more degrees on there. They are quite level to the body, as you see there. So for instance, I haven't tried this yet, so it might not do anything, but if you get a strong take and that pod pulls, you can find it might collapse a little bit. But apart from that, I think it's a great little pod, really compact, really quick to set up. It's going to be really stable with your rods on there as well, especially if you do decide to get some longer bank sticks for the legs. It's going to really hold ground well. So moving on to the second part of the review, this is the Nash Pocket Pod, and as you can see, it does look quite a bit different to the Cygnet Quicklock Pod. Few main differences. This is more of a goalpost setup. Size is relatively the same as well. The distance apart in the buzz bars is very similar. The length of the bank sticks is very similar, but it is a goalpost design. So I tend to find this is probably, and it does feel it, going to be a little bit more stable side to side. So if you're fishing a rod on the edges and you're fishing down the margin or something, it's going to be a lot harder for it to pull the actual pod over than it is on a bank stick style setup. This one also comes with a bag, nice square bag. The bag is a little bit bigger than the Cygnet bag. The Cygnet bag is longer, whereas this is more square, as you can see here, and that's just because how this pod packs down. So it's not as quick as the Cygnet pod, but as I said before, I think it might well be a little bit more stable. So I'll show you how to set this one up now as well. So there we go, this pod's all packed up, ready to be set up, and as you can see, it packs down a slightly different way, hence the size of the bag as well. One of the nice things about the pack down of this one that I like is when it's all packed down and in the bag you can actually leave your alarms and swingers on there, and they'll all sit in there on the buzz bars still as well, which is quite nice. So that'll save you a little bit of time in the setup and pack down of your pods. But to set it up, this is how you do it. So you get an end like so, screw on your bank sticks. Again, nice and short bank sticks that come with this pod. You could exchange them out for bigger bank sticks if you want to, so you can get the tips right up in the air. Same on the other side, like so. There we go. And then the middle bar on this one simply screws in to either end. Like that. Now spiking my eye out. Like that. So that's there. And then same as with the Cygnet one, unscrew the middle bar and that can extend out as well. Once it's locked down, it is absolutely solid. Like I said before, you can put longer sticks on it if you wanted to raise the front up. So if you are fishing a river or you're fishing a long way out and you want to raise those tips up, you can do that. The feet on this one, the legs, sorry, are actually locked in place. So if you move the pod forwards and backwards, those legs aren't actually going to fold underneath, which is quite nice. So yeah, this is the other pod. This is the Nash Pocket Pod. I think they're both very, very similar pods. I think there's a market for either of them, depending on what your style you want to go for, speed of pack down, ease of use, etc. I'd happily use either of these, to be honest. I think they're both great little pods. They're both available now in store and online. If you want to see them in more detail, head on to the link below. That'll take them on the website, and obviously you can come in store and see them there as well. But that's it from me for this one. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.